Comrade Chairman, my executive assignee, I don't know how many of you know, but your chairman of the fellowship division has been assigned to Western Portland to help me out and help me to dig out some people over there. So I want to big up Comrade Chairman Colin Shackerfield there. They said beauty before a beast. Our regional, anyone? Our regional secretary. It's really nice to see you guys. Well, I don't see you, Comrade Kimberly. Of course you're pretty. Big up yourself, Comrade Kimberly. Psyche and Trim. You don't see one without the other. They get used to me, I call them Psyche and Trim. They don't see Shaka. And you don't see Comrade Natalie. Comrade Natalie, big up yourself. You know, when I see Dexter, Roland, go up in the air, come off and 2 foot and jump and chill. Sometimes I say, I wonder if my land, but every single time you notice them land and land stronger every single time. 8-star General, big up yourself, Comrade Dexter Roland. Comrade Wayne Mackenzie. You know, Comrade Wayne Mackenzie, I served at Portland Parish Council then. I don't know if most of you know that. I used to be a councillor too. Now I'm Portland too, you know. And time has passed, but Comrade Mackenzie and Comrade Dexter, they keep the flames burning. They keep it bright for the PNP. And just a matter of time before the fellowship division will be back into the winners column. You know, Eastern Portland have an amazing candidate in Comrade Isaac Buchanan. You know that? Yeah. You know that? Yeah. Comrade Isaac Buchanan have gone through hell and back. Yeah. But he stands tall. And we're proud of him. And we're going even more proud when he broke up the bars down here. But last but not least of all is this man's right here, so Comrade Hubert Williams, former mayor of Moran Bay. The next member of parliament for West St. Thomas, and the man who is going to retire, James Roberts, who should have been retired long ago. Big up yourself, Comrade. But Comrade, it's when we talk about West St. Thomas, it brings me back to Western Portland. We're running against the same kind of people. People who should have never have the word honorable before their name. It is my responsibility and the responsibility of Comrade Williams to ensure that Jamaica in another couple weeks never ever recognize people like those as honorable ever again. That is our responsibility. Send him back. You know, comrades, West Portland, the constituency, has become one of the poorest constituencies in Jamaica. In 2007, when the Member of Parliament took over that constituency from Errol Jigsy King, he took over a flourishing constituency, a constituency that was thriving, a constituency where farmers were proud to stand up and be recognized as farmers comrade Buchanan, when I go up in my division, the ball carriers division, once them know so they come up there now. Amount of food. It come like the back of my truck all the time, come like a market where I come from. Kingston people used to wait for me on Friday evening. Can save them money, the amount of food. Now, if a man find a sauce up or any food, he don't give it away anymore. He have to sell it. And everybody know where them sell and where them eat. Poverty, the Pandelana. And I hear them talk about poverty have declined. What can go so? Let me say something to you. We hear the MP over West. The other day, I think that this weekend, in the southeast Florida, and I'm a brother and I'm a boss, and I'm a laugh after the taxi operators. I don't know how much taxi drivers inside there today. But we hear a laugh after the taxi operators. And I'm talk about the school bus where them bring come up Portland. Me don't care for 16-year-old. Me don't care what kind of bus it is. What we can say to you, we're glad the students them have arrived. But the pressure when comrade Shaka Fame and comrade Doreen Campbell put on them about school bus, why them run come with the school bus now 2 months before school open with no serious plan. The one from over here said this month, the bus are free. It's Child's Month. But come next month, them have people up on it. The bus now have air conditioning in it. The women them can't walk properly. They pick them inside that bus and go up. But we're still grateful for the bus. But here's the problem now. And you are the MP. And he sit down at Southeast Florida last weekend, and he said, hey. One time the taxi operators then used to say, no schoolers. But wait, come September, them have a depend. Schoolers, you come schoolers. Laugh after the people. What can go so take care of? What can go so? What can go so? You know there should be a law in this country as it relates to Parliament that prevents family members, especially very close family members, from serving in the same organization. Some should have it, you know. Because in the private sector, it don't happen, you know. In most organizations, they not employ a sister and a brother in the same place. Or a husband and a wife in the same place. Allow me to tell you, comrade. But in our parliament, a husband and a wife and a brother and a sister can serve. And here's the problem with that now. Hold on, the selector. Here's the problem with that. We notice, comrade Isaac, some whole heap of road over your face. Some whole heap of things are going on over here, ribbon cutting, all kind of things. Where did the money come from all of a sudden? But guess what? No road now fix our West Portland. So where the money come from over east? But guess what? You ever hear them say? Fire there must stay. Thank you. Let me tell you something. The vase will be broken in West Portland. The vase will be broken in East Portland. When that time comes, I am telling you, it is going to be a time for a new direction in East and in West. Don't look for David and think say she little bit, but we can tell you say she Mark Jefferson Gordon, we know will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. We know that. We know Mark Jefferson Gordon will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. And we know it is important for Isaac Buchanan to be the next Member of Parliament for East Portland. Because if you listen to the plans of the People's National Party, it is important that you do everything to ensure that this man becomes the next Member of Parliament for East Portland. Because you see, all the ideas where our Damian Crawford and our Dayton Campbell and our Mark Olin put out there and the Dale Phillips put out there, if you don't make Isaac become the next MP, all of that the idea of them going to teeth it. As the Prime Minister said, he's a baby father for ideas. So I'm going to teeth it. The PNP, through Damian Crawford, has made it clear that when it comes to university, first in family to matriculate to university, we go to college for free. You begin the process of generational wealth building. First in family, university fee not cheap. And the People's National Party is saying when they form the next government, first in family to matriculate will go to college for free. I'm going to pick that up. I'm not going to touch too much about agriculture. We now going to say when Dayton Campbell, Comrade Dayton Campbell, I'm going to do with agriculture. Come and leave that to agriculture, man. And you take charge of that. And I will talk about agriculture. But all I can say to you is, in West Portland, what hurt me the most, we have over 300 farmers over there. One community alone in the Buffalo Valley have over 300 farmers. One division. Yet still, in St. Elizabeth, fertilizer was distributed. Fertilizer was distributed. And in St. Elizabeth, they got 2,231 bags of fertilizer for St. Elizabeth alone. They only have 4 constituencies. When you did buy 2,231 into 4, they get somewhere around 557 bags per constituency in St. Elizabeth. You don't have any idea how much bags of fertilizer come to West Portland and East Portland? Anybody have any idea?
I was at the meeting down here.
Well, what I can say to you, comrade, hold it. What I can say to you, that in East and West Portland, only 350 bags of fertilizer come to Portland. What can go so? It simply means that with all the sideway dancing, can them say no mind. That's the only person I know can dance better than me. And me can dance. So with all the dancing we're going over here, so as the comrade said, from left to right, it's not a proper wine. That sounds like she dance like how me would have dance. But comrades, on a serious note, what it is saying is that they are not representing you. Because other than what parliament, and when they call your name, you say present. More is required of you in Eastern Portland. This is a tourism constituency matched with farming. And Comrade Shaka all the time talk to you is something that will benefit Western Portland as well. That East Portland and West Portland is one place. One little place. Enough tourists now come out of the dock. So the money that they again appear, we call it road robbing and bingo. And them things that go on Portland now. The people sustain themselves. That have to go. So warriors of the People's National Party, rise up. The young people of East Portland, rise up. Church people in East Portland, rise up, man. Time come for a new direction. Time come for Mark Golden. And time come, people, for Isaac Buchanan, for East Portland.
Show some love for Comrade Campbell. Fellowship division, we can talk to them a little bit now. We can talk to them a little bit now. Before we start talk to them, I want to invite the newly elected executive for the Fellowship division. The executive that was elected this evening, Comrade Panton, Comrade Marsby, come forward. We had the private session of the conference and a new executive was elected. Comrade Marsby, come forward. Comrade Shanna, Comrade Jenna, Comrade Crawford. Hello. Comrade Crawford. Comrade Jenna. Comrade Paul. Comrade Camille Paul. Comrade Camille. Forward. The private session of the conference, comrades, is the business session. I want you to give a round of applause. Some of the members are on the outside. Give a round of applause for the newly elected executive. I was once again asked to chair, and I want to thank the people of the Fellowship Division for showing confidence in me. Thank you very much. And thanks to the team. Give them a round of applause. Comrades, the fellowship division for me is very intimate. And a lot of people don't know why I call this division the basket of wealth. And it is sad sometimes when I realize that some of the people who live in this division don't know what they have. Bob Marley says, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. We came to this division and we articulated a vision to move the people from street side greetings to business meetings. But the Labourites voted for nothing. And you know, one of the sad things I saw election night, I hear some youth in fellowship, when they tear down the billboard, them say, boat we have a raise crayfish. Raise what? And I said to myself, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they have done. And I see those same youth right now stop me and say, Shaka, buy a drink. And we here buy a drink, you know? Because the Bible says you must heap coal upon them head. And I said to them that this division can turn the economy of Jamaica around. People travel around the world for a lot of things. And Portland, as any one parish, have the most natural attraction. And some people say, Shaka, you just always talk about tourism. But tourism can kickstart the economy of Portland very fast. In 2 years, we can see this economy grow by 7, 8, and 9% if we develop the East Harbour and start bringing the large cruise ship into Portland once again. I said to you that with the history of Moortown, we should develop a maroon village in Moortown that people come for heritage tourism. But the Labourites voted for nothing. And right now, they are receiving nothing. And God has been so good to this division that you don't just have the history of Nanny. United Nations designate the Blue and Drancro Mountain World Heritage Site with the kind of herbs that we have with medicinal purposes, the kind of flora and the fauna that people need. But they voted for nothing. I told them about organized farming. And that's one of the reasons why this man is here tonight. Because this man will be the champion for the farmers in Jamaica. How can you have a man that says coffee farmers must get $22,000 a box and leave a right vex? What can go so? So comrades, I tell you all of that to say to you this time, that you who have listened and understand and know what you want, you have a job to convince those who just vote for a night dinner, those who vote for a rum and a boom, those who vote for $5,000. You need to convince them that to get the $5,000 last year, February, and you don't have nothing now. You have a job to do. Comrade Buchanan can't go every yard. He has been walking non-stop, and he said we walk till him foot them drop off, but when he do all of that, you have to do the work. Are you ready to do the work, comrade? Yes. Comrades, are you ready to do the work? Yes. You must ensure that everybody in your house vote PNP, Because if you can't get your household to vote PNP, people are going to look for your way out the road. And I can stand here tonight and say, as for me and my house, we will vote PNP. Can you say the same? Comrades, let me tell you something. This election is no ordinary election. This election, we are fighting not just against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities and wickedness in high places. So I want to put on the whole armor of God. Make certain to call upon the name of Jesus Christ, because there is no name more powerful than the name of Jesus Christ. That's one of the things that they like me. Because I say my journey is powered by the blood of Jesus Christ. And then they throw David, then they throw the boy them in the lion den and think them will win. So first laugh, another laugh. Them think it done, but we just a come. Some of them did say they never want shaka, but we have a next shaka. See my next shaka, yeah? See my next shaka, yeah? So them think say, I'm here alone. I'm here alone. We have company. Comrades, our vision can never die. Our vision can never die. We have to be careful in this time, because the labor right now work with a thing called technology. So once they can trick you, they are going to trick you. And see, they come last week and they tell you that poverty is down 8.2%. Me, I'm going to tell you, say I lie them, I tell you. I'm going to give you the evidence, because when you go out there, you must have the evidence to give the labor rights, because the labor rights are brainwashed and they tell us that yes, it's true. But remind them that on the 20th of March 2025, the Prime Minister of Jamaica put up a chart when he gave his budget presentation, and the chart said in 2023 poverty was 12.3%. Is the Prime Minister said so? No, me. He also said in 2024 poverty was 12.1%. Can I talk to you? So you have to know what is happening. If you have questions when any of them come to me with some things, I want to know sure, no answer, call me, or listen to Context Matters, or listen to PortlandspiceTV. Send in the questions and we will give you the necessary information, because it's one thing I can tell you: labor right and truth no have no lack nor part. Anything that a labor right tell you that sound good is a lie. I guarantee you, anything that labor right tell you that sound good is a lie. The bus that they bring to carry the school people them come is a lie. You ever see a bus where two men drive it? It's two men who drive the bus. Hello? I don't think I joke. Look at the bus every time you see it. If you don't see two men in a vest in at the front, because the driver is on the wrong side. Hello? I think I joke. The driver is on the wrong side. And the door that you exit the bus is behind the driver. So you have to have a man on the next side and watch the door. Hello? No. Let me tell you something. You know, there was a time when me and Darrell Bars had a friend. And Darrell Bars is a bossy man. And me can't believe, as the Minister of Transport, Darrell, you can a whole bus come up Portland. That is a damn shame. Hello. When I call for a bus, and And say, Cheryl was the first person who called me. And said, Shaka, my son, I reach home 12 o'clock at night. And I said, Cheryl, you're lying. Cheryl said, Shaka, how many nights me have to take taxi go downtown for him? And when I started the advocacy, Comrade Capital joined in. And we said we want school bus. And then wait till everybody forgot. Then them bring school bus come. Me have elephant memory. It's my school bus. But me still shame. Because we didn't want a new bus. And you give me a whole bus. Time come for a new bus. So comrades, be careful of the technology. That is what they're doing. Trying to trick you. Comrade Natalie tell you about the dead bodies. When they say murder down, what they've been doing is stopping the autopsy. So you can't get the right figure for murders because election are coming. And that's why they are breaking ground everywhere till we soon have no solid ground in Jamaica. Because everywhere they go break ground, we say that they're doing something. Well, let me tell you something. Jamaican economy crash right now. All the year they are telling you that the economy is doing well. Omar Hassan, one of the top manufacturers in Jamaica, come out and say the economy is at the worst it has ever been in his 30 years of doing business. Richard Pandui, the man who runs Sepran, come out and him say the tariff is affecting them worse than COVID-19. Yet the Prime Minister said the economy is stable. The Prime Minister tell us that the dollar is stable. While the Bank of Jamaica tell you that from April last year to April this year, they spent $1.1 billion trying to save the Jamaican dollar from reaching 60 to 1. Well, it is now at 60 to 1. 160 to 1, sorry. You know, so every time we start talking, they start touch. We're not talking no more conference. We're not talking no more conference. Every time we start talking, everybody start touching. So, me talk on the channel. I want to go for PortlandspiceTV and subscribe. Me talk this, so we're not talking no more conference. We don't talk. How you feeling? Alright? Alright. So, me alright. Even though they want to touch me and tell me, Ray. Me alright. But tonight, I want to understand something. No candidate can win no election by himself. It is the people that have to win the election with the candidate. Are you ready to win this election for Isaac Buchanan? Are you ready to win this election for Isaac Buchanan? Eh? Let me hear you say power. All of the farmers, they when they say power. All of the farmers, they when they say power. When they can call and say, Richard, you have to come a fellowship conference. Because fellowship is a farming division. Anything you throw at a fellowship, it grow. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let me welcome the next member of parliament for Western St. Thomas, a man from Portland, out of free school. Give it up for Ryan Williams.
Start the way here. Cause I'm giving you a warning. A new day is starting. I woke up. I sat at home. Oh, Senator, what no? We don't come out with party. Let me tell you that I get the thing straight. So you don't have even no music. Not even no music. I win some music. Alkaline Carter, them something about it. Oh, just start. meantime. Current chairman, thank you for inviting me. You know, say Portland is a place. And you don't know that. So, whenever I can there at Portland, and I'm a business schedule, I have to take the time on there. Comrade Isaac, you know what I said, you're the right man for the job. For me, the first time you get selected for the seat, I was so pleased. Because the same time we watch election night, I'm going to look at Western St. Thomas. The next seat, look at and he's Portland. And he's Portland, you know. I'm free school, you know. Stand to win some of our family. I don't know. They have a fan club with me. So, I don't know. Come at the ring, you know we are fighting the same fight. James, Vaz, same person. Enough man in 5 o'clock for a reason. Oh, we are getting the job done. We have a plan. And trust me, the job will be done. Corporate Dexter Roland, my counselor. I'm going to tell you something real quick. When we get through for our case, see how you them days, the college agriculture. $10,000 was the school fee. Come and Dexter Roland, write me a check of $10,000. We just pay me tuition like that. So big up yourself, come and Dexter Roland, coach of life. And of course, the big man for the prospect division. Come and Ray Mackenzie, big up yourself. Come and Natalie, big up yourself. Now let's say something to him. Self-love is very important. You first have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. You first have to love yourself before you can love your daughter. You first have to love yourself before you can love your husband. You first have to love yourself before you can love your girlfriend. You first have to love yourself before you can love your neighbor. And if you love yourself, you're going to do the right thing. Because you're going to do the right thing. Because, let me tell you something with Portland. We vote for evil. And after we vote for evil, we expect them to behave like a agent. If a evil we vote for, they'll get an evil result. And a message to the church people before we get to the farming stuff. In history, the inaction of those who could take action, the indifference of those who know better, the silence of the voice of justice. Let evil triumph. We remember that. So the inaction and silence of the voice of justice. Let me have a man named Vaz. A rule today. So we have to fix that. But let me talk to the farmers then real quick. The farmers them at Jamaica are suffer. As the other day, here, the finance minister come at me and she said, "Me lie to our poor farmers." No, I want you to take from that. She acknowledged that our farmers are poor. No, under the new PNP, under myself and Dayton, we're going to offer the farmers of Portland and Jamaica a new deal. What is the new deal? We're going to offer our farmers. I will tell you something. My farmers should never be called poor. So all of the coffee farmers there, and I need our watch. No farmers will receive less than $22,000 a box for coffee. You can bank on it. Put your money on it. But whatever we say, we stand for it. In 2016, coffee was ranging between $14,000 and $16,000 a box. Look at inflation, accumulated inflation from 2016 to now. Our farmers are only receiving $10,000 a box. It went down $6,000. to our farmers. We have to tap them up. And the reason why we have to tap them up, since 2016 until present, cloth and coffee price have doubled. So if the price have doubled on the world market, why can't our farmers get a little top up? Farmers have picnic, the same in school too. Farmers want to build a house, want to buy a nice car. Farmers want 4-wheeling vehicle to drive. So what we have said, we have to top up the farmers, we have to do right by our farmers, and we have to take a good look at Jack Rock. Jack Rock is a regulator body for coffee, because they are working in the interest of the traders and not the farmers. Right now in the coffee business, they have what is called a cartel. About 8 traders meet at the buying season, they start at the buying season, and make a determination for the price of coffee. You remember I said coffee can't carry a coronation market myself. So if they now get the farmers to price them, if the farmers them now take it brother, it has a spoil. So you have to propagate something that nothing. That's the situation our farmers find themselves in. And let me tell you something. The next PNP administration, we're going to add some value to our coffee. Right now we are exporting mostly green beans. Within the next 5 years, we want to ensure that at least 30% of our coffee is roasted before it leaves Jamaica. So let me have a cue of the song, man. Punchline right here. Yeah, man. So we have to fix the coffee business. We're going to do value added to our coffee. But let me tell you something coming the valley right now. Banana is back. I want to say to the farmers of East and West Portland, we can't get enough bananas to export. I am an exporter, I export banana, and I can't get enough to export. We need to plant banana and start planting banana. But I understand a lot of our farmers need a pushback. Because years of abuse, it's like a car where the battery run dead. When you give them a little push start, they can start working. That's why the PNP going to take 1% of our importation tax rather, to farm agricultural development fund. That fund going to be about $2.5 billion. Not million, no, with a B, $1 billion per year. And that's what we're going to use to kickstart farming in Jamaica. So the inputs that our farmer needs, we're going to be able to give it to them so they can go out there and start producing again. So banana farmers, good days are ahead. Good days are coming. And we can't come in the valley and don't talk about dashing production. Because you know what we like valley, you know. We have the biggest dashing. But we're just not producing enough dashing. We can't get dashing to export. And dashing sell at good price. Dashing is one of the most lucrative crops you can plant, especially here in the valley. So we're going to give dashing production a push start as soon as we're in government. So dashing farmers, get yourself ready. Help is coming. And we can tell you, when it comes to fish farming, the red tilapia, the black tilapia, the Mozambique tilapia, we're going to get it moving. The next PNP administration now a joke when it comes to farming. We understand that if we get the agriculture sector moving. 40% of our jobs can come from it. We understand it. We understand that it can be a big player when it comes to our GDP. So we have to get farming move again. And I can tell you, the next PLP administration, we now go see extension officer about that with just a book and pencil. Extension officer need tool to perform efficiently. Every extension officer need a pH meter. I must get test the pH at the side. He must have an easy meter and so on and so on. He must have microscope so he can identify pests and diseases. We're going to change it. We're going to modernize the agricultural sector. We're going to make it a sustainable form of development. I can tell you, agriculture will be back in the next PNP administration. So my people, we know say that again yet. But before we close, I must say, worry not myself about Western St. Thomas. Because I can tell you this. We have a man up there ruled for 23 years. And he went like him better than that. But let me tell you something. I was ordained for this job. And when you are ordained, nothing on earth can stop you. As I said, I was ordained for this job. And a message to him, only a fool fight against the force of nature. I am the force of nature when it comes to politics. And I can tell you, I will deliver Western St. Thomas to the People's National Party.
Peace out. Fellowship division on field. Fellowship division. I'm telling you something. God on time. You hear me say? Who God bless, no man curse. You see, East Portland, every time the labor rights are in power, East Portland suffer. It was in the 1980s when we used to get Star Wars, Gnarly Prince, Sons of Vikings, Boyemi, you name them. That Eddie Siaga borrowed $30 million and said forgot. In Bill Enchanted Gardner, Ochoreos, and Tekwa Tourism from Portland. Remember? When they win in 2007, we started the water, sewage and drainage project. And as labor right wing, they lock it down. It never start back till Porsche win back. When they win in 2016, they cut out the highway from Harborview to Port Antonio. And the Shah said it doesn't make economic sense to build a new road from Harborview to Port Antonio so they're going to fix the existing road. It's that mash up already. It was a reason why we needed a new road. Because the sea had taken away the road and then built it back same place. So guess what? In comes a new candidate to East Portland. Because too many of you in East Portland and West Portland are afraid. Too many of you go to no bed and afraid who are going to kill you and who wicked. Like we don't have a dead anyway. We're not going to dead one way or the other. So if we must die, God McKay said, let us die like men and not like pigs. You have to stand up for your right. Nanny don't fight for this already. Here comes Isaac Buchanan to lead the fight. Let's welcome the next member of Parliament for East Isaac
And I present myself to you with love. Comrades, I say your name 100 times tonight. So I just want to say I thank you for being here. That energy, that support. Let me tell you something about PNV. Them so bright, them take away everything from you. And I'm not for chat about it. That only happened in the People's National Party. I'm very proud of that, and I'm very honored to be a part of so much intelligence, a part of a cadre of candidates that I'm telling you, they represent the best of Jamaica. Believe me when I tell you that. School tonight. Yeah, we don't need no killers, friend killers, baby killers, girl killers. We don't need no killers in Portland. None. My chase killers are Portland. But I want to tell you something. Labor rights follow fashion. And I don't want you to lose focus, and I don't want you to lose your way. And that is why I am here. If every time you see me, two things I want you to remember. The first thing is I am justice. Everybody are here to get justice for you. I am justice. But that word impossible, whenever you see that word, remember I am possible. I do the impossible. And what we are going to do is take our brothers and sisters out of poverty. Believe me when I tell you that. There are people who will doubt it, but it is going to happen. I speak things into existence because I am you. When you see me, I am you. They cannot take that away from me, and they cannot take that away from you. Now let me tell you about the focus. The People's National Party under the leadership of Mark Jefferson Golding. It's not just a slogan when they say time come. It's for you to wake up. It's for you to love yourself. It's for you to understand that the Constitution is here to protect you. It exists. It is for the people who serve you to understand that they must respect you and give you human dignity. Don't take it lightly. We are here and we say time come and it feels nice. But that time come means something. Yes? It's a slogan and it's catchy, but it means something. Because it's time come and then we say to choose change. People, time come to choose change. When the labor rights them see when they wake up and the big nose say them wake up and them understand. So them bring the chung and the chang. And you know why. But hear me. They come and say choose Jamaica. Because them don't love people. They never said choose Jamaicans. When Mark Golding said choose change, he was talking about you stop the development of Jamaica to the detriment of the people. Development without including the people is not development for the people. And I need you to know that. So when they say big road, fancy road, and this look nice, and centers and ribbon cutting and all of that sound nice, but ask if every time them cut a ribbon, them cut your pocket. The silver them a drop out. I tell you that. And so I am talking to you directly because everything in governance must work for you. I hear them and they say every platform, the workers. But in Portland Eastern, you're not workers, you're co-owners. I need you to know that this election is our election. Everything that we're doing, we are doing for us. The only reason why I'm here is for us. So some of you will feel disheartened, and some of you will feel the struggle. Some of you are suffering, but you put on your clothes every day, and you put on the best face. But I'm going to tell you, that is why Jamaica is so unique. Because it is our suffering that made us have national heroes that took us out of slavery. Nan is one of them. And when it comes to voting, Paul Bogle and George William Gordon died for us. I need you to remember that, because we're always going around and dealing with the hype and the fluff and the name calling and the word exchange, and we don't stick to the issues. Now I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to quote it. Me afraid a tough chat. Any vase when we see me, I'm going to block that. I mean what I say. Serious about that. I don't want nobody frighten you with their money. You see Region 2? Region 2 are going to surprise Jamaica in a way that... Well, put yourself back on the map. Right across, clean sweep. I am telling you that. So I don't want nobody frighten you with their money. Yeah? And me I say this to you. If them are giving the money, take it. So they can give the money. No, listen to me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. I tell you earlier, I am justice. I am here for you. And I tell you something, I not tell you the wrong thing. Yes? Because, just like how no country can develop. Hold on, silence, please. No country in the world can develop with a corrupted government. What happened with the choosing of Trump is evidence that corruption runs free in Jamaica. It must not be allowed to happen. Yes? I want you to appreciate that. We cannot develop as a nation with corruption at this magnitude. And so, when the time comes for you to go out there and vote, and for you to tell your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, and the labor rights that shame and embarrass that they choose the wrong government that put them into suffering. I want you to let them know that we are not for sale. And I want you to have the pride and the dignity to know that that when you choose the People's National Party, your life will change. Yeah? So I'm going to say, one time I'm going to say the name, you vote for Isaac Buchanan or suffer under action hand. And I'm serious about that. Every time you tell them that, and you can tell your Labourite friend them and your Labourite neighbors, vote for Isaac Buchanan or suffer under action hand. I'm serious about that. Not changing. And here is why. I'm going to break it down. Because these things are I'm passionate about them. Them take away Blue Lagoon. Even if you can walk down there and look on the water and pass the security with the barricades on a parish council road that we own, it belongs to us. It's not access we want, it's the rights to make money there. Your brothers and sisters, they lost $100,000 a day. That's the type of money they make down there. Young men who never have to take up gun and have a team. And we say they use that. They have lost that. And they have been reduced to begging and hoping they can get a $6,000 or a $2,000 and save it for 3 years and buy a Pro Box. That is the type of separation that they're putting us under. And don't forget, that family have property down there, and they don't want to see we face down there. They don't want to see them on the beachfront property. That's not supposed to happen, and it can't happen after this election. We have to stop that. I know so with their fellowship, but I talk it up so I understand. Portland, East and West is for you. So your duty is to bring home fellowship, but understand the pain and suffering that everybody else is facing across Portland. Because right now, if you go down to Prospect Beach, you see the no trespassing sign. Sell them ready to sell that. Private and give them friends. I want to stop that. The other day you see them on platform and say, oh, we'll take back beach from Chicago. And they take joy in taking away your income. They take joy in ensuring that you are poor. They take joy in ensuring that you are suffering. So that they can say, come to my office and beg for supply. Sign up for light. Sign up for water tank. They're not telling you to sign up for tablet. They're not giving a tablet. We can tell you that. And them are the technology really stuff. Because if you have the information at your fingertips, you will wake up and wise up. And when you wise up, you rise up. And you will run away the oppressors. So I'm speaking to you on that because listen, your life never get better if you are not the owners of your future. When I become the member of parliament for Portland Eastern, I serve you. When I become the member of parliament for Portland Eastern, I am serving you. All of you who have the number and you can call me and you WhatsApp me and you cuss me and you complain. But that is what you're supposed to do. Because the work me have beg you is to serve you. Me no more than you. And I want people to know that when you see MP and you see public servants, none of them no more than you. All in your pocket empty. When we are moving forward for Portland, we'll break it down simple. We'll bring the heat. If you live in Portland, we say, no man, anyway heat, they don't know the fire soup, don't worry about that. I hear it. We start with H. H means health. You cannot be a Portland and have to travel outside of Portland to the type of services you need to change your life and save your life. We have to turn the important Antonia Hospital to an A-type hospital. Every single thing when it comes to your health, you must can get it right here. So important. Right in Portland, we not have to leave. So that's the first thing we have to do. And remember, health is wealth. So don't take it lightly. And the next thing we'll do is educate ourselves formally, but we always need to be in the know. So education is important. For generational wealth, we have to make sure our sons and daughters do better than us. And they must get access to that. So here Doreen tell you that the first child, the first person out of the family get free education at the university level. It's important. And what you do with it when you go to the university is what will change your life. Education is a great divider. All if you don't like it, I can tell you, we stand while them take me, I never like school. But I did have a mother who say, anything you want, you just bring on the degree first. Anything you want. And you do it for them, and years later, look what my life is. Because my mother did put her foot down to ensure that you get the subjects and that may go to university. And I want that for all your kids. Yeah, so listen. Don't take it lightly. You see how much time I have to say that? I want you to know that opportunities is in Jamaica. Right here as a son of Jamaica, I became a lawyer. And I will say it every time. And I did that. No, they can't beat me, so I'm not even going to say that and beat me because one of them are idiot over there.
Exactly, all done them.
Truth me at all. Them tell the lies, I bring the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah? Them say the truth is the truth and it's not an offense. It might be offensive, but that's the truth. Now check it out. Your children must be able to just get up and say, no, I'm the next MP. And they must have the tools that they need to be the best representative for you. So dream big for your kids, and we do that through education. So we have to transform kids into a university. Yes?
All done slavery again.
Case as a university will serve several things, including certifying the farmers that you hear you talk about. It will certify the farmers. You don't have to always have to sit down in a classroom. Some of you have the experience, but you just don't have the certificate. And you can get that through your life experiences, and we must be able to do that at the university level. And why is that important? Because there is technology available that can make farming much easier. And we must be able to develop that and invest in that for the farmers. So some of you here on the dig and have the pitchfork and have this and all of that, but back over the outside. It will be there for you so that your life is better. And you can learn the use of all of those things right there at Kids. Just don't take it lightly. And that brings us to agriculture. Because food security is something that we need in Jamaica. And if we're ever going to get to food security, people have to be able to eat what they grow. And it will bring down the cost of food when we have food security and when we assist the farmers into producing. And we need to think like a corporation so the small farmers are able to just produce, and when they put it out right on the roadway, it's paid for already. And we have to have that system in place. So people are struggling to to sell the produce where we live in an economy right now in Portland. That's dead. Nothing happening in Portland. That is just the truth, the plain truth. And we have to revive the economy. So when we have products and when we have produce and we have everything that we want to sell, after the agriculture and the farming, whether the fishing and all of that, we have to have people to sell it to. So here Shaka talk about bringing back the ships, opening the ports, both of them, ensuring that the tourists come in, the large ships, 5,000, 6,000 people walking up and down, so that you won't have to think about why they go that bar there and then not come my bar and all of the things, because you won't have enough hands to serve the people that's walking up and down in Portland. And our tourism is unique, because there are people in the world that want to come and be around you, amongst you. All the landmarks in right here in Portland, there are people Googling and trying to find out how I can come to be close to that and to learn about the people. It's not always big hotel. So we're preserving Portland as it is, but ensuring that the people are included in the economy. We don't need nothing else but to ensure that we are included and small businesses become large businesses, because we have the ability to be included and be able to make money. That is it at the end of the day. We have to move from the economy and the society forcing us to have to be asking people where our next meal is coming from, and be ensuring that we are secure with money. So the economy must flow to us. The Prime Minister is saying, yeah, give us the third term and we're going to make sure the economy start work for you. So we give $1,000 more on the minimum wage. But that's June 2nd, and the dollar is now climbing 160 point something and more. Watch it tomorrow. Watch it tomorrow how it ends when the dollar tap on, when the $1,000 tap on for the minimum wage, and you realize that you're not getting nothing and you can't buy nothing. So don't be distracted by the poverty rate is low, but you're still poor. Employment rate is low, but you can't find a job. Anytime they come with something, ask yourself, how is that working for me? Because that is important. And that is why you need a strong MP to advocate for you, to ensure that when you say we need this, we can say, oh, Prime Minister, what happened to Portland? You're going to need that, and so you have to think about that for yourself. All right? The last thing I'm going to say, you see church people, them talk about church. You see if you love food, you talk about food. Yeah. See if you love woman, you talk about woman. If you love man, what them do? Talk about man. Time come.
If you love woman, you talk about what? And if they love chichi man, they play chichi man. Hello? Eh? If you walk like a duck, you're a duck. Hold on this. Hold on. Comrades, it has been a very good night. And you have been an excellent audience. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Now, comrades, we have work to do. Because if we do all of this on election night, we have to hide go home. That no make no sense. Time come for election night to PNP, deep and cover. Are you ready? So we said, in the private session, we said to the comrades, everybody knows some people will never vote. Make a list of those people you know that did not vote in the last election. And we want that list by next week, Thursday. Election is coming. Comrades, we see them fighting for power. but they know not the hour. So they're bribing with their guns, spare parts and money, trying to belittle your integrity. They say that what we know is just what they teach us. That's why every time they can reach us through political strategy, they keep us hungry. And when you want to get some food, your brother got to be your enemy. Don't make them ambush you in the night. It's Bob Marley says so. Anomi says so. Stand to your feet, comrades, for Jamaica rise. Because it's time to wake up out of your slumber. Yes, comrades. This is the time of decision. It's 2025 and the country is in a dilemma. And if you're ready for change, say change. If you're ready for change, say change. If you're ready for Mark Golan to be Prime Minister, say one Marky G. If you're ready for Isaac Buchanan to be your member of parliament, say one Buchanan. And if you're ready for Doreen to be your next member of parliament, say one Campbell. And if you're ready for Willie to be the next member of parliament, say one Willie. Comrades, the time is now. The trumpet has sounded, my country. Safe travel, drivers, please take on the time and take home the comrades and safe. See you again soon. One love, comrades.